I had to seek out new energies, the same people, the same conversations, the same outcomes, right? It's kind of funny, but I was thinking that if Modi ji was a GrowthXer, probably demonetization would have never happened. If we are able to attain the vision that Plum had set out for itself, the sheer number of lives we would be affecting through our work, that will be tremendous. Siddharth is someone who seeks out a lot of stories, wants to grow every point in the life. Yeah, and someone who's just very relaxed, very calm about all the situations. Working as a marketer, a large part of what I do is about observing people who would be at the other end of the screen. I had a very odd journey in terms of career growth. I did my bachelor's in engineering, but my core subject was biotechnology. After my bachelor's, I was applying to get my master's abroad, and just sitting at home, I was kind of getting bored. I did a very interesting thing. At that point of time on Facebook, there was a group called Media Jobs Daily, which had close to 2 lakh people. And it used to have a barrage of jobs and internships which were posted every day on that group. I remember there was a travel magazine in Delhi. The editor one day called me. I'd applied to it. She told me that, we kind of like your application, but again, we are not very sure of, how you would be able to contribute. Why don't you do one thing? You come here for a month. You give this work a shot. I mean, we would kind of see what you can bring to the table, and you also see whether you would be comfortable doing this or not. That 30 days ended up being close to 2 years. I joined as a features writing intern, gradually contributed a lot of things, did a lot of features interviews, met a lot of celebrities, also got to travel to Taiwan, Indonesia, because tourism boards would always invite travel writers. So I was part of the group. And then eventually, moved on into an ad agency. It's a Bangalore-based digital marketing agency. I started there as a content writer, went on to lead the content department per se, and then switched over to, let's say, managing a lot of our high-profile accounts, and then started learning performance marketing. And after 4.5 years of being with that company, I felt that, I had to seek out new energies to learn something. I was feeling kind of stuck. It was kind of a routine, the same people, the same conversations, the same outcomes, right? So I think that's when GrowthX kind of happened. I think I saw a LinkedIn post from Abhishek, and he was doing like a 4-hour masterclass on a Saturday. The 4 hours kind of breezed by, right? There was so much energy. There were probably 70, 80 more people on that masterclass on that particular day. You had to be there. Your cameras had to be on. You had to be very attentive, and you had to participate in conversations. So I kind of felt that, that was the kind of energy that I needed. I felt that that was the kind of learning that I wanted to pursue. The things that I'd learned during that 8-week program, there was a lot of value that, when you applied the same structures and frameworks to the outside world, people would kind of take note of that, and they would be stumped with, okay, how well thought of this is. Also, what happens is that a lot of people have very black and white kind of answers to problems which are very complex. It's kind of funny, but I was thinking that if Modi ji was a GrowthXer, probably demonetization would have never happened. If he was part of GrowthX, he would have thought a little bit deeper on how it would affect the whole cohort of users who use currency news. But yeah, I was looking at a lot of companies who were in the BFSI space, and I heard about Plum for the first time. They offer corporate insurance policies. So these are typically your group health insurance, group term life insurance, group personal accident covers, which as an employer you could give to your employees. When I read about, what problem statement they were trying to solve, I also realized this thing, right? That if we are able to, attain the vision that Plum had set out for itself, the sheer number of lives we would be affecting through our work, and by affecting, I mean positively affecting through our work, that will be tremendous. So to have that sort of an impact through the work that you do daily, that was a huge pull for me. Your workplace should not necessarily be the only place from which, you can acquire a lot of learning. So which is why I am always on the lookout for something new that I could do on the side. Maybe, take up a side project. Again, I'm seeking more of those conversations, more of those learnings, finding more people from whom I could pick up so many of these things. So yeah, that's next for me. you.